Journal entry 351. A few of us managed to get into the food processing center of the city where the paste crap is made. Well, it's not dead people, but it's not a whole lot better. They're magically converting the sewage waste into ingredients that they then mechanically process and distribute through the food tube system. Sure, it's efficient and quote-unquote green, but I don't think I could ever get used to something like this. Whose idea was this anyways? We had brought Austin along with us on this expedition, leaving Marcus behind. There were some guards around the facility, but I got them to fight each other using jealousy over a girlfriend that doesn't exist, and we finished them off. Austin started tearing apart some equipment he figured would be difficult to replace. Then we set everything on fire and quickly left. We had made it to the central hub with about a minute to spare before the guards came rushing in. There must be a silent alarm system somewhere if they responded that quickly. Journal entry 352. The guards came to the door today. I sent him away believing that nothing was wrong. They're doing door-to-door searches, level by level. We packed up and moved immediately. If anyone trained in memory examination takes a good look, they might see the changes. I've convinced the resident of the house that he's a freedom fighter and will deal with the quote-unquote enemy appropriately. We moved across town, moving to a separate groups of no more than 3 until we scouted a house and moved in. Another single individual who now thinks he's always lived with all of us and is perfectly normal. And most importantly, he's already been questioned and searched. From our earlier attack, the food tube system has shut down completely. The archaeology criers are announcing that it'll be fixed soon and do not panic. They continue to look for us. Once we get settled, we'll continue our expeditions and sabotage. Journal entry 353. We made it into the water plant. It's set up at the top of the archaeology and uses gravity as water distribution. Simple system. Water is created magically from thin air, more or less. The guards up here were all sporting anti-telepathy headbands. I guess they caught on. But that didn't stop us from killing them. Jason went in first, snuck up behind, and murdered the shit out of one of the guards. The rest of us launched our attacks. They couldn't get their guns up in time before we stabbed them. We kept one of them alive, which I interrogated while Austin tore apart the water system. The city is relatively peaceful, and the guards aren't used to dealing with terrorist attacks or adventurers. They're adapting, but slowly. They were under the impression that we would all be naive and helpless. Maybe we would have been if they brought us here in the early days. Jason was collecting their weapons when he had a realization. All the guns are muzzle loaders. Sure enough, each guard had his own powder in a small belt pouch. I convinced the guard that he was on our side and that he had to kill anyone else trying to come into this room, even at the cost of his life. For the cause. We left him with all the muskets.